Hi guys, welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. Hello Pisces. So for those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. For those of you who are new, welcome to the channel. Pisces, thank you for your patience in getting your June reading out. There's only so much of me to go around. That's just all there is to it. So Pisces, meditating prior to jumping on here, and Spirit was talking about taking the time to understand that by the end of June, things are going to transform immensely for you, to have patience and understanding at this time as things evolve. So don't get too caught up in your emotions is really how that felt for me. To be calm, to be assertive, and Spirit is saying to be indifferent. Pisces, this is going to be for your moon, or your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus cross watcher. If that is you, welcome to the channel as well. We're going to just jump right on into it and see what's coming up for you guys at this time. I am available for personal readings once again. I kind of took a hiatus in May. May was crazy. So that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page. You can also go to holisticallyzenwv.com to check out a full list of products and services that I offer. So there's that. And just FYI, website is slowly improving. Slowly improving. All right, Pisces. Spirit for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? All right, June 2023 for Pisces. I do. I feel like you guys are transitioning at the end of the month with what was in the meditation, the royal you, and letting it go, or letting go. I think that maybe something around you has lingered for some time, and now it's like a recognition that maybe that's not working anymore, or maybe you've invested too much time and energy into other things outside of yourself that are now, it's time to start to invest into you, Pisces. All right, so let's see for Pisces, please, Spirit, what does Pisces need to know? Beyond the ordinary. Spirit is saying that for some of you, this connection was not beyond the ordinary, is what I'm hearing. So maybe you were, invested into something, whether it was work or a person or a situation, whatever. It's going to be different for everybody. But at the same time, it's also like, it's almost like something was Seven of Cups energy, like shiny, glittery gold. There's all these choices, all these options. They may have sold you a great story. But you're recognizing that it left you feeling heavy, and now you're stepping into this deep breath. It's time to release. It's time to let go. It's time to bloom. I think the focus is really going to shift to you, Pisces, moving forward. Let it go. Comes out again. There you go. It was on the cut, and then wish upon a star. You are starting to truly invest back into the self. And I think you're also surrounding yourself with other people, new communities, new opportunities as well. A burst of magic. Getting in touch. I just keep hearing getting in touch with yourself. This is about you. This is about where you're going. This is about where you're headed. This is about what you're doing, what your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations are, what direction and path you are going to take moving forward. Pisces, it's like, I feel like it's kind of like this back and forth kind of energy of everything's in flow, everything is good, and then you're, like holding your breath, and Spirit is reminding you to take a breath, to just breathe your way through anything that might feel heavy or disheartening. But I also feel like for some of you too, you're holding on, even though Spirit is directing you, and some of you are letting go of any things that were not healthy for you. There are Spirit's giving me the word majority of you as well that are holding on to a hope rather than letting it go. So make sure that if you've invested time, energy, effort, and attention into things, that if they have not come to fruition, and I'm not saying quit, give up, really just ask, is it worth the investment? Are you seeing any return on what it is that you're putting out there at this time? But I feel like throughout the month of June, you're going to be reevaluating all of those kinds of things and going, I'm not getting anything back, so thus does it make sense for me to do this anymore? Inviting ecstasy. I am worthy of all of the pleasures my heart desires. Understand that you are worth more. If somebody does not fill your cup, if somebody is not giving back to you, if somebody is not providing that equal reciprocation, that you are your birthright to be happy, right? To feel your way through things. I think there's a little bit of conflict allowing yourself to feel good about the things that you want and that you desire. So pay attention to that energy as well. Pisces. So they just keep throwing me doubles out here for you guys. Unraveling codependency. Side note there. All right. So the next two, receiving elation and processing grief. I don't want to call these false promises. I'm just going to say I think that there's something that did not live up to your expectation. And it says, I am born of infinite joy with this receiving elation. I think that this was a situation or person or something that did make you feel good. Something about it lit you up. Something about it made you feel creative and open and optimistic. And with this unraveling codependency there, that is also telling to me that Spirit says times are changing here. I gotta love their sense of humor in the mornings. That you're recognizing, again, processing the grief. My losses prove how deeply I loved. That love that you shared or gave or tried to commit to, that it doesn't mean that the next thing's not going to light you up is really the energy that I'm getting. And this could be love related. This could be a lot of things related. I think I know I've said it in some of the other readings for June with the other signs, like there will be other stuff that comes up that's going to be better for you in the long run. And this is really how this feels. It's like you're learning to let go, or needing to learn how to let go, to process what it is. Like you're going to see, I'm trying to find the best way to explain this morning. You're going to see that there are certain things that are like, I'm going to call them universal tests. Like, when you go out in the world and you're trying to meet a partner, and I'll always use love as the example because that's the thing that we all relate to, right? That you might meet person A, and person A might cook dinner and be compassionate, but they're not emotionally available, right? For, to open themselves up. So you recognize that you want somebody that's emotionally available and willing to be forthright with you. You might meet the next person. They're emotionally available, but they're a slob, So then it's like, well, wait a second. If I could take A and B and put them together and make one whole person, that would be great. It's kind of like that energy, that understanding that you're getting clearer. As you get clear on your manifestations of what it is that you want and what it is that you don't want, you're bound to bring this whole picture of what you desire into your world, right? What's meant for you will always be for you, but the part of it is learning the lesson so that you can get there. You've got to put the time, energy, work, effort, and attention into it so that you can get there. So pay attention to what is coming through at this time for you, Pisces. Don't see it as there will never be another time or day in my life that I don't feel happy like I did with that person or that situation or that job. It may feel like you're going through a little bit of hell right now, but Spirit is reminding you to just trust who you are, and trust upon your desires and your manifestations. Trust upon the fact that, these feelings and these situations will be a higher vibrational match down the line. They're trying to hold you open to that. Yeah. I feel like Spirit is saying, what is the takeaway from this? From this situation? Like, what lesson are you learning as you master whatever it is that you're going through? And I think that's the big thing, is like again, sit back and reflect. Mercury retrograde or not, Gemini season, right? We just had the moon in Sag. Is to sit back and it is to reevaluate. Geminis go back and forth. 1 minute they can be completely happy, the next minute they can be, off the charts of just like, whatever. My daughter's a Gemini, so no offense to Geminis out there. But then it's like, what is the takeaway? What are you taking away from this situation? Because here's the thing. Through the lessons that you're learning as a result of this, you're able to give that to someone, and even to yourself. Key point there, always to the self first, where it's going to be appreciated. It's going to be reciprocated. So watch where you're investing your energy, time, efforts, and attention into. It's time to move on. You also may be dealing with somebody who you felt kind of like robbed you of opportunities. Like they may have been a little manipulating sometimes, very much about themselves, what it was you were giving to them materialistically as well. And it's like, take those things back and use them for yourself. You know, if you had your last $50 and they're like, well, hey, I need 40, you know, you gave them $40 and they're like, oh, you still have 10 more? Well, I can use that too. You know, it's, what are you getting in return? Okay, very, very important. I know I talk a lot about that, but that's what comes up. So for Pisces, you got the High Priestess, following your intuition of a situation. Two of Swords. I don't think that you are listening to your intuition. You've got intuition. I can't even talk. You know, I feel like you're very much bound up by your emotions at this time. The letter B is primarily sticking out to me here with the High Priestess, with the B and J towers. Again, I don't think that you're seeing, for some of you, you may not be seeing another way around this. You may not see that this need to let go, this need to envision something else outside of where you've been is offering you a new opportunity moving forward. I feel like for some of you, even though you're not a fixed sign, very stuck energy of the idea of this idea that nothing else is going to make me feel the way that this person, this situation, this job, this whatever made me feel. But it will. It absolutely will. So stay out of the headspace of feeling it's like almost like the idea of lacking what it is that you think that you want or need. Death card. This is coming to an end. Three of Swords. There it is. Yeah, that unraveling codependency. Again, I said earlier, you may be dealing with somebody who kind of charms you, that kind of thing, where they come in quick and fast, and it causes you a lot of pain. You know, you might be involved, and for some of you, you could be involved with a person, and this isn't going to be for everybody, where when we talk about, like, is it reciprocal? Like, you could be, we'll say, dating a person. The only time you hear from them is the weekend. And then Monday through Friday, nothing is happening. So they come in real fast. They exit real fast. And this could even be, they're also talking about money. Like, it may come in spurts. So if you're dealing with finances at this time too, and you know that there might be a dry spell, hang on to your finances. Keep those, you know, just be moderate about what it is that you're doing. Again, the Queen of Wands, she's extremely intuitive as well. That is the card of Aries there, or Sagittarius is the way I see that one. With the Death card, you could be dealing with a Scorpio as well. Understand that it's like, you know, this idea of letting go, this idea of closing something out, you're fully aware of where this person sits or what this situation is doing for you or to you. But also recognize the fact that you are playing a part in it because you're allowing it to happen too, Pisces. So very important energy. Queen of Cups. You want something. I said earlier, Five of Cups in the reverse, the Ten of Swords in the reverse, the Emperor in reverse. For some of you, you may have a choice between two people as well. And I talked earlier about the fact that, you know, or somebody else could be going back and forth between you and somebody else as well. There's a reason that was the example, right? Five of Cups is the need to come out of that lacking mentality, as I talked about with the Four of Cups. I think all you want, Pisces, is that emotional investment, and I feel like that could also be you there with the Queen of Cups too. I usually see that as Scorpio, Cancerian energy, but again, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Spirit is also saying, stop grasping on to the emotionality of everything. Yes, we're supposed to feel before we think, but at the same time, it's like you're letting your emotions take control of where it is that you're heading and why. Don't, you know, when we operate fully from a place of emotional mentality, we don't stop to think about the logical aspects. Are we putting the two of those together? The heart and the mind always need to be in conjunction with one another. And I think that that's very important for you to realize that no matter what this situation might be, the sun will rise again. Things will be good again. You will have people who are going to invest in you. It's like once you realize I'm really getting with this Death card. Once you realize your value and your worth and you start to leave a situation of whatever it is, and it can just be a job that, you know, it's not coming to fruition, or they took you for granted, or you're putting a lot of long hours in and you're not getting anything in return. It's not making you feel good. It's not lighting you up. Once you start to walk away, this person, this situation, this job, whatever it might be for you specifically, they may come back and go, wait a second, let's talk about this. I don't think there's anything to talk about, to be honest with you, because you're being left emotionally empty. I don't know why Spirit is saying some of you guys might be working like 3 nights on, 3 nights off. Like, I don't know what that's about too. So that's going to resonate for somebody specifically. All right, Spirit, 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. You're recognizing that this situation is not fulfilling. It is not bringing you happiness. It is not a cause to celebrate. There is just in general a feeling of lack. That Moon card was on the bottom in the reverse when I started that. I think you're also recognizing, or not even recognizing, but there is not, it's, you know, you got 3 cards here of intuition. The Moon, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Wands. You guys are very aware. Like, you know damn well where all this emotional energy is flowing. Like, your emotions are like all over this. Your intuition is all over this. But I still don't, I feel like you're torn between whether to listen to your head or your heart, or your, you know, your higher self or your heart. You're being given the guidance that you need to move forward through this, but I feel you still sticking around with that Death card in the reverse and the 8 of Wands in the reversed. You're very slow to move forward. And I will say this too, it feels like you're embodying a bit of the Scorpio energy with this behavior, and we have 2 cards of Scorpio there. Scorpios tend to hang out in situations for a prolonged period of time beyond its expiration, simply because when they get to a space that they're done, they're done. There is no going back to that. For you, Pisces, it's kind of like the same vibe. Like, you want to move away from it, but you're stopping yourself. You keep maybe hanging on, holding on, breathing your way through this particular situation when you know better. Yes, you have, and Spirit is telling me, you have so much to offer. It's like selling yourself short. You're offering it in all the wrong places, and that's something that you need to stop. Stop giving your love away for free. Okay? Stop giving your hopes, your visions, all of that away for free. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. You know, that to me is, you know, the interesting thing is these cards are kind of, they're like going backwards, is how this feels to me. 10 of Cups in the reverse. You cannot, very, very specific, Spirit is saying you cannot buy love. And that's something to be very aware of. You can't buy happiness. You can have the money and it can provide for our experiences of happy times and all these wonderful things that help us create the memories so that we can move forward through those things, right? Have those experiences. And that's all fine and well, but if you have to give something away materialistically when it comes to somebody in hopes that it's going to become emotionally fulfilling, you are in the wrong space. Very, very simple. You are in the wrong space. And you've got to stop. Spirit is directing you to stop sitting in this space of like, it's almost like, how can I hang on to this? What route, what avenue can I take? What do I need to do to help them see, you know, whether, again, job or whatever the situation is, what can I do to help them see my value and your worth? It's very simple. You'll walk away. Because when you're not there anymore, then they start to realize, shit, you know, this person was giving to me, this person was working long hours, this person showed up and was on time and was there to do what needed to be done. You get up and you walk away, Pisces. And when they come back through with, like I said, with that Death card, it's like, they're like, well, wait a second, hold on, before you go. This is understanding where you sit. This is understanding that you have choices, that it's time to take the blindfold off. It's not a fantasy. It's not going to maintain what it initially was in the beginning. It's time to get up and go, okay? Because it's not emotion. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, 4 of Wands in the reverse, the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse, the 10 of Cups in reverse. There's nothing. It is literally giving you, it's not even breadcrumbing you. It's just not giving you anything at all. All right, this 4 of Cups and the Queen of Cups. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. It is okay to take the time to work on yourself. It is okay to take the time out. And for some of you, you may have already gone into recluse mode as well. Invest that love into yourself as you process whatever this ucky feeling is, whatever this sad feeling, whatever this, defeating feeling is for you, that you're going to have to walk away from a situation. Take that time to heal yourself. If you need, Spirit is saying, take 7 days off of work, take a week of vacation. Contemplate what it is that you're dealing with. Contemplate what it is that you're going through so that you can effectively move forward into something newer for yourself that is going to be an equal give and take. It's going to be very important, Pisces. I think it might take you to the 3rd to the 4th week of June before you really truly get there. But I feel like there's a lot of you are holding back, really holding back, making a decision on something because you don't want it to hurt. All right, advice, Spirit, for Pisces. Advice for Pisces. I am going to try, oh, hang on, cards are flying, excuse me. I am going to try to get some either quick love messages or something out this week. We'll see time-wise. I am leaving town for the weekend, so I'm going to check out some new adventures. So I don't know if I'm going to have a whole lot of time, but if I can at least get a few of those out for you guys, and we'll roll from there. That's the game plan anyhow. All right, Spirit, advice for Pisces, please. Advice for Pisces. Advice for Pisces. Spirit says they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They're being hard-headed. Okay, I just said earlier, right? And they don't want to hear it. All right, guys. So let's see. Pisces. The Dance, Unveiling, and the Yin Empress. This is the Kuan Yin deck. I love this deck. It's beautiful. Look at these pretty pictures back there. She's just absolutely graceful and amazing. Beautiful feminine energy. The Dance, Unveiling. There is a situation in your life that is about to reveal itself to you with greater clarity. Just like sands shifting, the picture will seem clearer and quite different to you. This clarity will bring you great relief and confirmation of your intuition. What I say back here, this card is also laying on the High Priestess, the Moon, and the Queen of Wands. Be patient and allow the revelation to come to you at the perfect time. I'm telling you guys, like, once you release this, once you pay attention to your intuition, once you open up to the messages of the divine, you're not going to be sitting in this Two of Swords energy anymore. You're gonna have to start making movement. I know you're kind of sitting still with it, and it's really bringing you down. 8 of Cups in the reverse, like you just can't bring yourself to walk away. Just can't bring yourself to it. Even though it's defeating, it's exhausting, it's like being burnt over and over again. The Yin Empress. The Yin Empress brings peace, prosperity, and success to her beloved devotees. Your sole purpose includes healing and empowerment of the divine feminine, the Yin Empress herself. You gain power, assistance, and untold blessings in following your sole purpose. You are lifted and supported in your sacred work now. Be at peace and you shall thrive. To me, I'm hearing from Spirit, that is what is to come. So when you release this, you let this go, you understand that new roads and opportunity are ahead, that you will feel this way again. You will feel better than you have in this situation. That's when those blessings come in. You're being rewarded. You're being divinely rewarded for your work and your efforts of learning to let go and to free yourself emotionally from these situations. Pisces, I'm not surprised to see that emotional energy with you guys. So, all right. If you found this video resonated, please hit that like, subscribe, share. Feel free to comment. Keep comments lovely, please. And then, again, if you guys are interested in diving more into your personal situation, that information can be found in the description box below, as well as the About section of the page. Cross watchers, I don't know if I've ever said this or not, but welcome to the channel as well. If that was you watching the video, discern the messages accordingly, as always. And again, guys, you can reach me through holisticallyzenwv.com, or you can feel free to find the email attached below in the description box and the About section of the page. Pisces, take good care of yourselves, invest into the self, listen to your intuition. Blessings around the corner for the work that you're doing. So keep doing the work. 2442, by the way. All right, guys. Have a fantastic week ahead, and I will see you soon. Sending all my love. Bye.